Good morning, everyone. Jill here with North Texas Vegetable Gardening, canning recipes, a little bit of everything. Getting ready to go to church here in a bit. Wanted to give you guys an update on what's going on here in the high tunnels and talk about some frigid weather and possibly treacherous for the DFW area coming in on Wednesday and Thursday, and some are even say on Friday. So guys, remember last fall I threw out some seeds in this little baby pool with the intention of growing in that other high tunnel out there, which I did plant. We'll go check on those here in a minute. But you can see, wow, what a great tool to use a baby food to grow your onions in. Again, we started these in the fall and they're looking really good. I did go ahead and pull the ones that I wanted to plant. And honestly, I'm just gonna leave these alone in here and let them keep on going. And I did go ahead and pull some more and put in these raised, these tubs. So container gardening is big. We're very successful, guys, with our container gardening. These containers, I have quite a few that I'm gonna have plenty of room to plant my spring starters, which I'll go over that with you in a sec and show you exactly what we have started for the spring. But these are some of the onions I put in these tubs, so it's just proof that you can grow onions in containers, guys. And look, we got quite a few in there, and onions are very important for your recipes. Onions flavor up soups and sauces and your sautés, so we always want to have our onions on hand. So on down the line here, this kale is this chard is continuing to be okay. Again, we have been getting unseasonably cold nights, but we're having warm days. Next week promises to be pretty bitter. We'll talk about that in a sec. So my celery is doing good, guys, and this is the Chinese white celery. And I've grown 2 containers of this, and it's doing fantastic in containers, guys. Now, we did do seed starts on these, and then we planted them after that. We did not scatter the seed and grow. We did seed starts and then put the plants when they were small in here. You can go back and look at some of my videos and you'll see exactly when I did that. This is one of my lettuce mixtures. It's got some bok choy, some spinach, some arugula. Beautiful, and it is withstanding the cold temperatures because, guys, we've not been heating this high tunnel through these 18-degree mornings that we have gotten. Here are more of our onions. And over here we have some garlic. And then our carrots. I have been using some of the carrots for some soups. And they're looking pretty good in here. The cold is getting them a little bit. But they seem to be enjoying. See, look, if you want to know how big your carrots are, just dig down in there and you can see. Woo, let me get my camera over there. That we're getting some pretty good sized carrots. So these tubs are vacant. I haven't planted anything in these. And I'm not going to, guys, and I'll tell you why, because spring is right around the corner and we do have our seeds going. And so we are gonna save these for when I'm ready to plant for the spring. So here are some of our radishes. I've picked some, but radishes are a great, quick crop to plant, 28 days. And here is the other celery that we've been growing in a tub. And it's liking the cooler temps that we've been having, guys, because we did for a long time. We were very warm, but I'll tell you what, this celery is absolutely delicious. It's almost like a buttery taste, so we've really been enjoying that. I have some pretty good sized kohlrabis in here, so I'm excited about these. These are like a mild cabbage flavor. And look at this calendula. Guys, those 18-degree temps is not even affecting this calendula. Absolutely beautiful. My rosemary seems to be okay. I have some lettuce and some lavender. So the things that are still left in my tower of power, they're still doing pretty good, but I got lots of compartments to get ready for more of my tea herbs that I'm gonna be making that I have started in there in seed starting trays. So this is our outdoor seed starting table. We do have warming mats here, and you can see Greg started these just in the last couple of days. Here are some of our plants already coming up. We have broccoli, we have cauliflower, we have some more kale, some more bok choy, and then we have other things over here. Now I do have some of my black creams started, the black cherries, which I had great success with last year. I have some poblano peppers, some nata penos, and some banana peppers. Now this seed starting table did fantastic during our winter blast that we had last year, and we're counting on it again this year. And you can never have too much spinach. My spinach is looking beautiful. Can't wait to dig into that. So here's a view of the small high tunnel. We have lots of empty tubs that we're getting ready to plant. So these are some of my seed starts. I have put some cabbage in, some more cabbage, some broccoli. This broccoli is bolting out for seeds. Have some cabbage here. I planted 3 broccolis here, some more cabbage, and some more cabbage. So I do believe that my onions are gonna make it, guys. Now, the weather that's coming, looky there, the weather that's coming promises to be some challenges. Turnips are looking really good. Have to get in there and thin some of them out, guys, but overall, so happy about turnips, because not only do we eat the turnips, but we can eat the turnip greens. So we're very excited about that. And you can see my beets coming up sporadically. They were slow, but I've had them be slow in the past. I still think that we're gonna be in pretty good shape with our beets. So what's coming our way? Starting on Wednesday, we are expecting some rain, which we desperately need. But then we threaten to get down to around 18 degrees early morning Thursday with some freezing rain and some snow. And we are not expected to get above freezing all day Thursday. And then the morning temps are looking to be, they said some of us will have single digits, but the weather forecast is saying about 13 to 15 degrees. So it depends on where you're at. I think as we get closer to those days, we'll get a little bit more firmed up forecast, because things change here in Texas. Today we're supposed to be 70, 72 degrees. And then of course the cold front comes in, which is pretty typical here in Texas. We normally get a pretty good warm up on some days right before a big blast hits. In fact, last year when we got down to 3 degrees and we were in that ice storm and that terrible winter storm, a couple of days before, I did a video, and you can see I'm not wearing a jacket. It was quite warm. It was just amazing at how quick it hit, and that's kind of what we're looking at this week. So I'm looking at Weatherman Plus, and I'm looking at Ponder, P-O-W, Ponder Weather. Both of them have great YouTube channels. But the models right now are showing that here in Texas, and even further south than us, and we're in North Texas, is going to get some questionable, maybe treacherous weather. So this week we're going to be spending our time making sure everything is safe, maybe contemplating bringing Mr. Heater in the high tunnels. It just depends, because I don't want to lose any of my onions or anything. So far those in the front high tunnel where we've gotten down to 18 degrees is doing just fine. So, but these are in the ground. So I'm going to be pondering that, and I'm going to be thinking about that. But we have to make sure that everything is secured down, because with that cold front is coming about a 25-mile-an-hour wind. And they're saying that's sustained, that's not gusts. So when it gets that cold here, with a wind like that, there's so many things to consider. You want to consider your pipes, depending on where you live. Make sure that you drip your faucets. Make sure you're all prepared there. Make sure you have fuel if you need fuel for heating. Make sure you have firewood if you have a fireplace. All of these things we've taken care of. Now Greg's got a new starter for our generator, so he's going to install that this week and make sure that that's ready to go in the event that we need it. So while we're getting prepared for our spring gardening, here is our seed stash, guys. Woo! Tons and tons and tons of seeds. So this is our sweet potato plant that we're wanting to get some slips off of. We have it growing well. We have some comfrey growing here, guys, and the reason why we want to grow lots of comfrey is because it is a high nitrogen source in case you're unable to get your fertilizers. We have more coming up over here. Now these are all under the grow light. And here's more seed starts, guys, These are our tomato plants. We have more tomato plants. These are some of my herbs. So we are getting ready. These are all of our pepper plants. So you can see we have about 6 trays of 72 compartments of plants, and we still have so much more to do. So that's the wrap for today. I'm going to be doing a series of videos on some specialty items we picked up from the stock show yesterday, and I do some reviews on that because I think some of you will find them quite interesting and some of them helpful. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to try to do one of those this afternoon after church. Thank you guys very much. We will be in touch. God bless you all. Get ready. Get ready for the cold weather. Get ready for a possible treacherous day on Thursday, even possibly Friday. And we will be in touch and let you guys know exactly what's going on here in North Texas at North Texas Vegetable Gardening. So please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Be sure and share our videos. We appreciate each and every one of you. God bless. Have a wonderful Sunday.